Hey guys, Bagger Batty here with Ink and Asphalt. As promised, this video is going to be talking about my motorcycle accident that happened last year, September 18th of 24. I was riding in Richland, Washington, and was approaching an intersection of a off-ramp and a not side street, a main street in Richland. Um, I witnessed, we're going to call him Unit 1 just because of legal issues that we're still dealing with. So he came off. He was in a 2017 silver WRX. I know I could have probably gotten hit by a lot better car or have gone down doing a lot better things. However, I was doing the speed limit. I'm very proud of myself for that one. Kind of. I witnessed Unit 1 starting to swerve and it just something didn't sit right. So I dipped to the left side of the lane. I went into first position so that they could see me and that he could at least know that I am there. Unfortunately, that was not the case. Unit 1 came off of the freeway, hitting me in between my saddlebag and my seat. There is a 10-foot long skid mark of me trying to stop, but unfortunately, the minute he made impact with my back end, it was gone. I know they tell you, do not hold on to a motorcycle. Don't don't slide with it. Don't ride with it. Let it go. Do its thing. Bikes are replaceable. That went out the door. It's a $30,000 motorcycle. The last thing I wanted to do was wreck it. So unfortunately, I rode on with it, excuse me, for a lot longer than I should have. Once I decided to let go of the motorcycle, and I will admit I let go and went, this is going to hurt like a mother. And it did. My left foot got sucked underneath the saddlebag, which caused my shoe to tear off my left foot, my top of my foot tear open, my knee tear open, my arms. It was not something that I would wish upon my worst enemy. That being said, when I let go, my lower half hit the ground first and then my upper body hit. I rolled slash flew about 100 feet. My motorcycle went in total of 215 feet, if not longer. And I just remember laying on the ground. I don't know how long I was there. Per police, it didn't look like I had been really coherent or awake when they came up on scene. I don't remember blacking out, in complete honesty. I do remember waking up kind of confused, and I kept repeating, and you can hear it. And I'll try to do some clips because I know that YouTube's a little sensitive about that, of the body cam footage. I just kept repeating WTF. Like, what happened? I didn't understand what happened. I was confused. I screamed for the dude that hit me because in my worst fear, and most people's worst fear, is that it was a hit and run. And it was not, thankfully. He did have the conscience to stay. He's claimed to police officers, insurance, and anybody that will listen that he never hit me. He swears by it up and down, even though that my Atlas silver paint is on his WRX. I remember yelling for him and him walking up to me on the phone, not with police. I don't know if it was a lawyer or his, like, a wife or something, but he goes, "What?" And he's standing over my body and I'm unable to move. I was so angry and so confused how another human being can do that. And then I was so angry and confused why he would do that when I found out this gentleman also has a motorcycle endorsement and admitted in the video that he rides different kind of motorcycles. I do have to thank him though, and I know that sounds really weird, like you almost killed her, you almost died. Like, why are you okay with this? I didn't die. I've met some pretty dope people from it. I've started this page. I've been open and helping other people get over that fear because it is scary. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I sorry. I remember laying on the ground and begging them to let me die. And that is very hard for me to admit because I've always been strong-willed and never gave up on certain things, but that was probably the worst moment of my life. Thankfully, I didn't die. I'm still here, unless I'm a ghost. I am pale enough. But I remember for the first 2 months laying in bed, I couldn't walk. And when I did, it was the most agonizing thing in the world to even try to stand up and put foot on or pressure on my left foot. When people tell you to wear the right gear, they're not joking. Because it's not if you go down, it's when you go down. And I know people that have ridden for 40 years And the only time they went down is when they forgot their kickstand. I've done that too. However, it's inevitable, whether it be at slow maneuvers or just under 40 mph like me. Wear the gear. My left foot will never be the same. Wear a freaking helmet, please. I know people think, oh, it doesn't protect your head. Yes, it does. I am still here to this day because my helmet by Simpson did exactly what it was supposed to do. I was wearing an Odin Manufacturing hoodie. Fun fact, actually, this is the back patch and the front patch from my wreck. This saved my back. I had pretty much superficial road rash on my lower back, but that was it. Most of the road rash was from my left arm, right arm, and my left leg. Wear the gear. I know that boots are ugly and tacky and sometimes they just don't look good. And that was the main reason I did. It's the same reason I didn't wear gloves. Thankfully, because of the amount of jewelry that I wear on my arms and my fingers, it did a huge job at protecting my hands and I walked away with a couple scratches. But from somebody that experienced your flesh being torn, please wear the right gear. We're not doing it. It's not a fashion show. I get it. They do have some really cool boots out there or like high top shoes that are great for it. That being said, let's continue on to that. My apologies for the lovely depressing shit. When I got to the hospital, they had to clean out all of the wounds. Unfortunately, with the amount of morphine they were using and the amount of pain that I was in, it lasted all of 5 or 10 minutes. And which is why I still have debris left in my foot and my knee. This accident could have wrecked me, and it did. I'll admit. 5 months in, I wanted nothing to do with riding. I gave it up. I said, F this, I'm not touching another motorcycle. I've buried too many friends. My parents almost had to bury me because of the actions of somebody that didn't care. And I know you're going to get the guys in the comments that say, oh, maybe you shouldn't be riding, or look, another girl. I hate to break it to you, but if you ask anybody around me in my riding style, I know how to ride. It was shitty circumstances, and it was either get hit by him or go head on with a truck, and I didn't really want to go either, but it's lesser of two evils, right? Thankfully, I'm almost 7 months post-accident. Yes, my knee is still messed up and my ankle is still messed up. Unfortunately, they will not be the same. I just have to build that strength back up. I will be getting another bagger. I won't give up riding. And if you take anything away from this other than I ramble, get on the bike. Do not let a person that hit you, even if you went down on your own fruition, I cannot let this man dictate my life and what I do with it. I thank him because I didn't die. I thank him because he pushed me to bring more awareness to what goes on and bring more awareness to, motorcycles as a whole, because it doesn't matter who you are. It's shit happens and it's an unfortunate experience. I don't wish this upon my worst enemy or anybody to live through it, but get back on that bike. Even if it's just to get on it and ride it one more time to know that you can get on it, do it. It is very hard to get out of your own mental, like your own head, when something so bad has happened to you. I know guys that have died on operating tables multiple times that go out and ride like it never happened. I can't say that I'm probably going to have my same riding style for the next year, maybe, but I've pulled a lot from this. And I want you guys, if you have any questions that I can answer or anything that would benefit you guys or you'd like to hear, please do comment and let me know. And I kind of want to bring up the whole aspect is I see a lot of, oh, it's the motorcycle's fault or, oh, it's this part. I understand that we are at fault quite a bit and we're not perfect. But there's people out there that drive like you are not there. People don't pay attention. They're engulfed in their phones. They're eating. They're drinking. I've seen women do their makeup and almost rear end people. You need to ride like everybody is out to kill you. And I know that sounds terrifying for first-time riders. Ride your own ride. Ride like you're invisible because you are. Wear the right gear. Yeah, it's cool to look dope and have your Vans, but it's also a lot more cool to have your foot and the ability to use your body. Because I'm 28 years old and my doctor goes, "Yeah, you have the back of like a 60-year-old and the body of like an 80-year-old." Will I give up riding? Hell no. Will I probably ride the same reckless way that I used to? There's a high probability. But I survived. The takeaway is the healing process is still going on. Um, my body allowed to heal itself, and then now I am on to healing myself mentally. And if anybody needs to talk, this is not just about motorcycles right now. If you're going through a shit time, you're depressed, you're anxious, you don't have anybody to talk to, my inbox is always open. And for the people that have wrecked and haven't gotten back on that bike and have contemplated getting back on, go ride. Because trying to explain that free feeling to somebody is hard when they don't ride. But we all share a passion that pretty much keeps us alive, but in the same hand can kill us. Do what you want. Excuse me for gleeking. Enjoy the things that you love. And keep in mind, it's not biker against biker, it's cagers against bikers. I don't give a flying flip if you ride a sport bike, if you ride a Harley, a cruiser, anything. Ride your ride. Have respect for the people on the road. Don't have a dick measuring contest. Enjoy the ride. You know the whole saying, go fast, don't die? Like, I lived by that. It was something that I loved and I absolutely adored. That being said, be safe, speed safely, make good choices, and be on the lookout for next week. I will be doing a unboxing. I just ordered a new Simpson motorcycle helmet from Renegade Babes. So excited to get it. I can't wait to also test it out at the end of this month in North Carolina. Again, drop the comments below. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for the 20 followers and the subscribers. It means the world to me. And I apologize if some of this didn't make sense. But again, if you have questions, please drop them below. Speed safely, and we'll talk later.